Well, this one's gonna be fun. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Finger guns, I know I am. And we are back with Fela Kuti and Ginger Baker performing Why Black Man They Suffer. It's about 15 minutes long. This is a pick from our patron, I think Alpha patron, yeah, Gail H. So she sends something in for the album, and she's a Patreon member too. So you absolutely rock. You're the best, Gail, and your picks are amazing. Yeah, so it's hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Fela Kuti and yeah, Ginger Baker, Why Black Man They Suffer. It is off the album of the same name. It was released in 1971, and it was originally released on the Nigerian African Sounds label after EMI refused to release it because pretty sure this speaks some truth, and record labels don't like truth. That's just the truth. Fela Kuti is a Nigerian Afrobeat composer, band leader, and multi-instrumentalist. And yeah, 1971. This is Afrobeat. And apparently Ginger Baker, you know, the drummer of Cream, who I absolutely love, is a Afrobeat enthusiast. And this should be interesting. I'm very excited to check this out. If y'all aren't subscribed, please help a brother out. Click that icon right below my face. Leave a like and a comment. And if you have any other Fela Kuti suggestions, leave it down below. That might be like a pinned comment. Just leave it there. Alright. Why Black Man They Suffer by Fela Kuti and Ginger Baker. 3, 2, 1, hit it.
This rhythm is called Koginikoku, used in some particular kind of shrines in my hometown, Abeokuta City. It goes like this.
Is he playing bass? Oh, he's doing electric piano and vocals. Dude, whoever's playing that bass, that shit's getting. Don't say I never tried nothing different, guys. I enjoy being challenged. That piano is so good. go, dude. Yeah, saxophone and trumpet. Damn, dude. It's a nice blend. And it's Tony Allen and Ginger Baker on drums, I think. That beat is so good. That trumpet's really good. And the sax, both, it's great. The harmony between the two is amazing. Yo, Ginger's been getting it, bro. Is this what Afrobeat usually sounds like? This is crazy. It's almost got a Talking Heads. Like I could see the Talking Heads getting a vibe from this. That's funny. Especially that bass line. Sounds like Tina a little bit. Oh my god. That's so good. I just keep like closing my eyes and like picturing it. It's too good. I was not expecting this.
And why? Hear me now. This is the reason and why. Hear me again. This is the reason and why. We they sit down for our land, JJ. We they sit down for our land, JJ. We they mind our business, JJ. Some people come from far away land. Them fight us and take our land. They take our people and spoil our towns. Now since then trouble start, yo. Now since then trouble start, yo. One more time. Now since then trouble start, yo. Our riches then take away to their land. In return, then give us their colony. Then take our culture away from us. Them give us them culture we no understand.
So true, man.
Black people, we no know ourselves. We no know our ancestral heritage.
I can feel up on that.
We fight each other every day. We're never together at all. We're never together at all.
And the message in this song.
That is why black man they suffer today.
Wow.
That is why black man they suffer today.
So
Tell
true.
me again.
That is why black man they suffer
They
today.
take our culture away.
That is why black man they suffer
They take our riches
Man,
away.
I got a spicy recap, but fuck,
They take
man.
our land from us.
That is why black man they suffer.
They take our people away.
That is why black man they suffer.
We have to think of time to come.
Why black man they suffer.
We have to think of our children to come.
That is why black man they suffer.
We have to be together and unite.
Why black man they suffer.
That is why black man they suffer today. That is why black man no go for moon today. That is why black man no get money today. That is why black man they suffer. That is why black man they suffer.
Dude, Ginger's hi-hat hasn't stopped this entire fucking
That
song,
is
bro.
why black man they suffer today. That is why black man they suffer.
It almost has like a sound like Donald Fagen from Steely Dan in the keys. I've noticed it's very cyclical. Tony Allen, Ginger Baker, man. Good job. What? Well, that was definitely something else. And shout out to Mr. Tony Allen. Apparently, without him, there would be no Afrobeat, according to Mr. Fela Kuti. And also described by Brian Eno, perhaps the greatest drummer who has ever lived. Like I've heard actually his name before. That's the thing. I've heard of y'all bring him up. I don't know where else I've heard of him before. I've never listened to him, but he is from Nigeria. He was a part of Fela Kuti's band Africa 70 from 1968 to 79. He was one of the founders of the Afrobeat genre. He and Ginger Baker obviously were just playing absolutely lights out here. I mean, those hi-hats, oh my god, bro. 15 minutes straight, bro. That's insane. It was basically the same rhythm, but they would change it up a little bit, and then they would go and do that. It was like very cyclical. It kept, repeating itself, but I thought that was part of its charm, honestly. I think the electric piano in this was absolutely probably the standout other than the drums. Wow. I mean, that was some of the... This is definitely like a jazz fusion Afrobeat hybrid. It has to be, because there was too much Herbie Hancock and that piano and stuff for it not to be some jazz, bro. Like, it... Such a good feeling it gives you, but the topic itself... Nowadays, it's really hard to have a nuanced discussion regarding such things. Like I say, that we are a very young nation with wounds that didn't heal correctly, and everyone's been polarized one way or the other. There's no more middle ground. There's no more civil discussion and debate and learning from one another. Everyone has their opinions, and that's that. That's what it is now. Nobody can change. You're just stuck the way you are. Fuck that. No. I think that this issue, it's a multi-level issue. Obviously, everything that Fela was speaking in this song was absolutely right. They were African Americans were robbed of their culture, brought here, thrown into a whole new, even let's say post all that stuff that happened that was absolutely terrible. Even then, when there was Jim Crow, there was all the stuff in the South that happened, trying to integrate into a society that doesn't like you. Let's put that lightly. That's kind of how it was, at least in the South back then. Not everybody, of course, is like that. That's why I said it's very hard to have this conversation. Just on the album cover alone, and I'm just gonna put this out there, and I'm not trying to anger anybody or trigger anybody. Almost every civilization and every great society was built by somebody, and unfortunately, everybody has been a slave. African Americans get highlighted because of the chattel slavery, obviously, that was in the South, and that's the Americans' version of it. So that's the one I'm most familiar with, but there's still slavery to this day. I'm trying not to say the word too loud so the AI doesn't pick it up. Even in the Barbary states and stuff like that, there's still the Muslim slave trade that's been going on for centuries, and they've been trading slaves for a very long time. The British finally put a stop to everything, and I think at least in the high seas and their stuff, like, they put an end to it, and eventually a lot of the other Western world followed suit, obviously, because that's the right decision. You can't own another human being. That's not how this works. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. But then, yeah, you okay, all right, now you're free. And now what do you, no, we just throw them back. It was such a fucked up situation. And even coming up to this era, let's see, before, like, I was born and when I was born, there's a whole systemic issue with the judicial system, with the police, with all that, and it's definitely unfairly. Let's just say that they did not get a fair shake at things. They did not get, most African Americans did not get a good hand dealt to them. And like I said, it's hard to have a nuance. That's a good one. A nuanced discussion about this, because one person's gonna get angry about this or another. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every society and every culture and every person at one point in history has gone through this. But like I said, everyone's been polarized one way or another. So it's hard to, I guess, grasp history, and the history is still being written as we go. It's not over. It didn't end in 1991 when the wall fell and all that. Like, it's history still being written to this day, and the West is in trouble. And I think that, I like I said, I was the minority where I was raised. I was raised with African Americans, a very affluent African American area, actually, too, the most affluent in the country, actually, which is Prince George's County, Maryland. That's where I was that's where I was raised, and went to school there my entire life. Most of the people I was around was African American, so the culture, I kind of absorbed it. I was very much into it. But I was always an outsider, obviously, because I'm white, and I don't see a problem in that. I just, in the same way that if it was the opposite, everybody should get along in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world, unfortunately. We really don't. We live in a very brutal, disgusting world, but it can also be beautiful, and there can also be mutual understanding and friendship and admiration and all that stuff, and that's what needs to happen. Like what he says in here, like the black community needs to come together, just like the white community needs to come together right now. Like, this video is already demonetized as it is, so I don't really give a shit at this point, but everybody needs to come together. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what God you pray to. Like I always say, what do you like? Who are you? What are your dreams? What do you believe in? Like, what do you want to do? Like, I don't care about what you look like or what, it doesn't matter. It's all superficial bullshit. It doesn't matter about anything. But what do you bring to the table? I don't know, man. I hate how that's the most easy button to push for politics, is the race card and all that. It's the easiest button. And of course, a lot of it's true though. The history, if you go through it, the United States of America has been absolutely terrible to black people, African Americans, whatever you want to call that group of people, been terrible. But like I said, young nation, wounded scars. Eventually they have to heal, though. Like that, to be brutally honest, eventually they have to heal, and it has to come from within, and this is going to everybody. Playing the victim for anything is absolutely the dumbest thing anybody could do, for any culture, any religion, any person. If you're listening to this, don't be the victim. Be the victor, Let all that stuff go. Realize that it was in the past, and this is going for your life, for all this stuff in the past. Eventually, we have to move forward and try and do something different and build something different together. Like, it's not ever going to get any better if we just fight about this shit for the rest. I'm about to cry, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like I said, I just kind of feel too deeply about stuff. But I think that was a fantastic song. Fela Kuti definitely was a standout with Tony Allen and Ginger Baker. Just absolutely fantastic work. I think they did some amazing musicianship here, paired with a great message that needed to be heard when it was sent out, because that time period was a lot different than the one we live in now. 1970, 1971. It is a whole different world, a whole different climate. And I feel like we got really far with just everybody getting along, at least, like mutual respect and admiration, and actually, trying to explore and learn from each other. And then something happened, and then the whole thing just got blown up again, and now we're starting over. And we're not even at the point of starting over yet. We're getting worse and worse. But I feel like if we can all just heal, even the people, like, cause that wasn't us. Our ancestors, they're our blood, they are us, but that wasn't us. It's up to us to work on the future for our descendants, so they don't have to bear the scars that even us to this day have to bear on both sides, And like I said, I'm nobody. I'm just some guy on YouTube, but Fuck, I just wish everyone could just love each other. I'm just gonna end on that. Thanks, guys.